What's up, guys? Uh, this is what a deku ate the gura no mi. Mm, part 3. Yeah, well, it's part 3. Where we left off, Zara just kicked her butt like hard. Yeah, he kicked her hard. Let's just go after Shigaraki dipped with 2 lost hands. He goes to one all for one and says that he cannot activate his quirk anymore since there's a guy that his vigilante name is Black Cloak. He ruined our plan, he ripped off my arms, he killed Nobu, and he asks All for One what should we do. All for One says that I should take his quirk, which, if you think about it, it's not a quirk. None of his abilities are a quirk. Remember, he has Haki. Armament Haki. Conqueror's Haki. He has mortality, where it's 4 times advanced. And he has the gura no mi. Oh my god, and his now he has the damn technique that Bang used, water flushing. Wait, what? Crushing water. Wait, hold up. I need to search it up. This is what it's called. Yeah, water stream smashing rock. That's what it's called. Yeah, think about it. Those are not quirks. Those are natural, born, and a technique and a devil fruit, which is not a quirk. Don't worry. Whitebeard's still stronger than Zuko, so he can't really call himself the strongest person yet. Sorry, my phone turned off in the middle of my recording. It's dumb. It's been turning off every time. Even whatever. Zuko. I mean, after that, Ozawa tries to go to Izuku while he's activating his quirk on him, which that doesn't even work. Zuku, which looks like this, it's not a quirk. I say so anyway. Sorry, I just thought it's 10 a.m. and I really wanted to post a video. Yeah, he tries to delete his quirk. Kazuku literally doing nothing. Ina comes back with All Might and their heroes because, let's just say, 13 told him to. Yes, 13. Good 13. 14 does it, tells Ina comes back, all the heroes, and All Might seeing that he sees a familiar person with the same coat. the same hat, but he hasn't seen the mask. He's seen and the same pants, and yeah, there's no blood on the swords, since can't have blood on spirit swords. Yep. He puts his swords away, turns back where the exit is, and then casually just walked. That's how he did it. But instead of that, Ida actually tells Nizu that Black Cloak is actually at the USJ. It's Nizu curious because doesn't know his name, doesn't know his identity. Yeah. He's the pretty much the grandson of All Might. The son of Hazuku, and All Might's last name. All Might's wife's last name. Let's just call it Hazuku. Inka Midoriya. Yeah, let's call him Midoriya. Yeah. Nizu. Zuko sees a white rat that's pretty much standing with a tuxedo. Yeah. He looks down, he crouches, and pulls out his hand. This is where Whitebeard's personality kicks in. Being respectful. Being the kind-hearted he is, even though he's 2 times buffer than this. Here's a 12-pack. Deku has a 6-pack. Why am I talking about this? Whatever. Nizu asking Deku how old is he? Zuko saying he's only 19. And he doesn't tell him how old he is. He's not even 19, he's actually 15. Nizu asking him if he wants to be a teacher at UA, since he looks like an adult. And Zoro accepts it because, they just threatened him saying he would have to go to jail, which pretty funny since he can just knock them out with Conqueror's Hockey. But Zuko doesn't want to go for that. It's a drag. And Zuko's saying, yeah, sure. But he hasn't even talked a single bit. He just nods his head. And then Zuko and Nizu just casually just walks out of the USJ, walks into the office, where you see All Might and Kirishima. In this one, Kirishima is Black Cloak's biggest fan. Yeah. Kirishima asking Zoro for his autograph, and then, and then, but all my asks Disney if he could talk to him for like a bit. Disney obviously accepting, so Zoro and Kirishima just goes out. Zoro are obviously being as tall as an adult, and Kirishima being the same height he is in canon. They both just been talking outside. What do you think? Oma and Dizzy's talking about? They're talking about Zoro. Oma saying that he knows who he is since he met him 9 months ago, 9 and like a half months ago, and he's seen his face. And Dizzy's curious and saying, "Where have you seen him before?" Almost saying he's seen him at the sludge villain incident. Yeah, Dizzy knows why he couldn't do anything since Omei told him about his time limit. He's Dizzy obviously asking what's his name then, and All Might saying Zordy Roger. He said he already asked the government to look him up, to find him, but the government found nothing. But they have found something that they make in theory that Goldie Roger is his son. That's the theory. But no, it's just the name, so he can get rid of the Zuka Midoriya that his mom gave him, because he doesn't like her. Not even a little bit. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. Kirishima asking Deku what's his quirk, because he heard stories of how Black Cloak is usually always just stands still, does nothing, but he knocks the opponent out even though he's doing nothing. Kirishima asking, they're all over it again. And still this whole time Zoro hasn't been talking. Why? It's because my personality doesn't like to talk to annoying people. But if they're annoying, like super annoying, I don't like to talk to them. But if they're annoying and cool, I do like to talk to them. So far, he only has talking to Nizu, and that's pretty much it. What else should I say? It's only been 10 minutes. I should go longer. Yeah. Sorry, still not answering. And then after that, Dizzy All walks out and he says that you can go in now. Zoro going in, and Kirishima runs to All Might saying, "What did you talk about Prison Dizzy? Was it about him?" Fan boy trying to know more about his idol, his second idol, Black Cloak, which is Zoro. Always saying yes, and he asks if he's a big fan. Zuki, Kashima saying yes, he's my second favorite hero, blah blah blah. Once he gets inside, Nezu asks him for a game of chess. Zuki obviously accepting, and then they play chess. They tie for a little bit since they're both going easy, and then Neji says let's go all out. Zuki accepting the offer since, why not? They both get in a tie again. Nezu's saying, well, you're smart. And he's saying, yeah, I guess so. Zuki actually got smarter than Zuki. The same. And super smart. He's pretty much on par with Nezu now since he's been learning for. Remember, I said he's 1 year behind. He's been studying for 1 year. I've been training, keeping that good relationship and spending most of his time working at his cafe, which he now owns. Since the manager pretty much gave him that position, he's pretty much second wing manager, you can say. Yeah. Zuku always hanging out with Eri. It's pretty much him only now going out 1 hour every day since being the father of Eri is the best in his opinion. Oh, I know. Yeah, won't change it. They tie a lot, tie. No matter what round they on, it's a tie. Oh yeah. Sorry. Tie. This is saying he's as smart as me. Nicky saying there's someone smarter than me. And yeah, he's someone smarter than me. So, I won't be surprised. Nezu getting curious, saying, who is it? Hazuku saying, it's my grandfather. The one that has taken care of me. And it's the man that has adopted me and made me his son and little brother. Yeah. There's obviously asking, what does he look like? Zuku obviously not answering that question because wants to keep a secret. Yes, I'm talking about this guy. He said he's not telling because he doesn't want to. And then they've been talking. And then after that, This brings up a question saying, what's your real name and who is your parents? Zeke obviously not answering that question because he hates his parents. He said that he doesn't want to hear his parents even hear their name. All Might's obviously hearing that he doesn't want to mention his mom or his dad's name. Gets even more curious because he feels like he knows him from somewhere, but doesn't. He feels like he knows him from somewhere, but he doesn't know him. So how should he know him? It's pretty much going around his head over and over again. Pretty much infinity. Since the mortality gave him pretty much a picture memory, it's pretty much got good memory like Nizu. He's pretty much a par with Nizu with every single anything that does with intelligence. But when it comes to combat, he's way past his league. And strategy, they're both on par. Yeah. Once a few weeks go by, and Ezekiel actually tells him his name. This is when it's early in the morning, 4 a.m. No one's there, obviously. Only his hours there, but he's sleeping in his classroom, obviously. Having the best dream of his life. Yeah. Zuku's asks, and Nezu asks him what's his name, and he finally answers. He says it's Zuku Midoriya. Nezu getting frightened by that. He's saying he's the grandson of All Might and the son of the number 10 hero, which is Inko, yeah, Inko. Him saying where was he, what happened to him, and how did he said he told his story, and by now Izzy already told him about how he got tortured. He got experimented on since humankind found him as the first animal with a quirk. Yeah, pretty fun. After he heard the story, how Ezekiel was diagnosed quirkless, and then after that, his mother, while his mother was on the phone, everything that happened in part 0. Yeah, that's what he told him, except him meeting Whitebeard. That's what he didn't tell him, since he still doesn't want him to know. He has to earn And then he says he has to earn the rest on his own. And yeah, after that conversation, he straight away calls All Might. And then All Might saying, what is this, what is it? This is same with what should I say? Voice saying that something happened. And All Might saying, what happened? Villains? What happened? Ninja obviously saying, no, it's not that. He said he found him. All Might saying, who? Found who? He said, Ezekiel Midoriya. He, his eyes wide open, and said, tell me where he is. Tell me. And Izzy says, calm down, you know, we have to talk about it. Izzy obviously says that how Zoro D. Roger is actually Izuku Midoriya, and Izuku Midoriya, how he just deleted everything, good data, information, everything off the world. That's what he did, so no one can find him, even the government hasn't found him. Yeah. And then he told him the backstory of how his daughter just threw him out in a forest, left him to die. And that's what he told him. Disney doesn't know about Whitebeard because Zora didn't tell him. Yeah, pretty good. He gets back into where Eri is. Well, Eri just woke up since it was early in the morning, and Dizzy and Zoro, literally had a chat about how his past worked and how he was. Once he got home, Eri has woken up, and then Zoro sees that. Zoro says, "Good morning, daughter," and Eri says, "Good morning, daddy," whatever the little kid would say. 8-year-old would say. Deku already got used to it since she's been calling him dad for, let's say, 10, like 11 months. So he's used to it. 10 months, yeah. He says that if she wants anything, she says she wants Cocoa Pops, like cereals, like that. Him accepting and saying he'll be back, and you have her Cocoa Pops ready on the table. Very saying yay with a more happier voice than me saying yay. Yeah. I wanted to make this as long as possible and get like the long stories. Harry finished eating her Cocoa Pops. And then they head to the cave where this fella is. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's like 10 inches bigger. But the chair is still his favorite since it still fits him. Harry, when they get on the ship, which literally it's broken, but it's only broken. I mean, only the flags are broken, and yeah, there's no flags. Suzuki didn't even give the exact location where the cave was. He just said he was dropped off by a cave, and pretty much that was it. Ari obviously loving to see her grandfather, which is actually drinking whole a bottle of holy water, and Ari seen all the waters of holy water, and she just rewinds all of them back. Like 10 of them back, and Whitebeard still gets impressed no matter how much times he sees it. He still gets impressed. Says that he loves she loves the fact that his grandpa is so strong and so big, and still can beat up his own son, which is Ezekiel Midoriya. Yeah. Zara D. Roger. Yeah. But Luke saying if he wants to spar, and if I haven't mentioned this, but before for the last time they said bye to each other, they had a spar which caused earthquakes on Japan. Not too harmful. No one died, don't worry. No one died. There's just like a few injuries here and there. Nothing fatal. An earthquake literally appeared. Yeah, earthquake. Earthquake appeared. Earthquake appeared. Well, no, the earthquake appeared while they were sparring since Zuki has orbited hockey. I mean, let me tell you this. Whitebeard only has Conqueror's hockey, orbited hockey, and hockey. And that, whatever. What's that hockey? I don't remember. Which you turn on and you can auto dodge. Yeah, he has that, but he doesn't. Yeah. He will get that in the later future because no. I said no. He doesn't have his devil fruit powers because he passed on his devil fruit from here. Let's just say that the injury in the middle, he just That's how he got out the devil fruit. Got in the middle. That's how he got the patch there. Ezekiel always cried when he saw that. Plus, he was just 4. I mean, he was just. I'm sure he was just 8. Yeah, just 8. Sure, when he gave, obviously, everything happened. Blah, blah, blah. They both sparred. Him obviously using 7 gear, and his 1 sword, and first of all, crushing rock, and the devil fruit, which is it's pretty much on par with his rank when he was in Marine Fort. No. After, before the Marine Fort. Yeah. But he wasn't, yeah, he's on par with the Marine Fort. Plus, he has immortality. Yeah. But, let's just say somehow Whitebeard still beats him. Yeah. He still beats him. Pretty much that's it. We'll go back to the prison timeline where Ezekiel asks him for a rematch, and he actually says yes. Before that, he says that she's going to just fast forward 30 years since I'm pretty sure she's got stronger. Yeah. 30 years. He's starting to grow his long hair, but instead of yellow, it's actually white. His age. When they're full grown, it'll automatically turn yellow, so yeah. He's not in his prime yet, so yeah. Zuku and both go somewhere pretty deep in the forest. They obviously saying, Eri, please watch. They obviously said, Eri, let's just say he has it's like this thing that he can put Eri in. Don't worry, it doesn't harm her or anything, like nothing. If she goes in there, she's pretty much invincible since she gets immortality. Don't worry, he didn't pass it on, it's just an ability he had. I still love more ideas coming into my head. Yeah. Let's just say it's that, if you see that green ring right here, yeah. If he just puts his hand on her, and then she gets teleported in this dimension, which she's immortal. She can't get harmed. Nothing. No, nothing. It's pretty much heaven in there. Yeah. And it's pretty much only for Eri. She can practice her quirk there. Yeah. Fun. They both have a sparring match. And then he goes all out. Well, he's still in his prime. I mean, he's still not in his prime. But they're both tied. Now just focus on stamina. He has more stamina because he has infinity stamina. He has infinity stamina, so this battle went on for, let's say, 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. There's only earthquakes in the first day because, yeah, they both go. They still fighting. It's pretty much a Kaido, which is Zoro versus Whitebeard fight. Instead of him turning into a dragon, it's pretty much him using Crushing Rock Fist and 7 gear plus Whitebeard's Whitebeard's Devil Fruit and Immortality, which grants him Infinity Stamina, which he still has the Infinity Stamina. Battle goes on, 2 days go past, and then he won. This guy won. He said that he's still breathing hard, even though he has Infinity Stamina. Yeah. That was fun. Zuki getting knocked out. He wakes up the next day, and after that, he brings out Eri, which it felt like her being in just 2 hours. 3 hours. Since it's just been 3 days. 3 days in there was pretty much like 3 days in the ring is pretty much 3 hours in the real world. So good. That's a good training for Eri. Eri's been just training since she knows she can train there. Yeah. Whee! The battle. I'll just describe the battle. Their battle was like just like I said, Kaido. If Kaido and Whitebeard fought, it was like 2 gods fighting for who will stand on top. Literally a legendary battle, which if people would saw that, they would never forget the battle. But this battle was on top of the mountain that they were living on. Don't worry, the mountain is actually made out of what? Wakanda material. And how did no one notice? Because it pretty much has this reflection. You know how Wakanda has this invisible reflection, invisible thing? Instead of the visible thing, just think of the visible thing being rocks. Like, feel like they're rocks. Yeah. The mountain they're on. Yeah, pretty much. Battle commence. I already described it, so yeah. Whitebeard stands on top of him. With literally the max gear that you can get. I don't know what it is, but the max gear you can get. Because why would you not think he has the max gear? He's been training for like One Piece years into modern years. Like, come on, dude. Okay. Ah, yes. After the battle, Zuko wakes up the next day takes out Eri, like I said before, and says to Eri that he needs to go. You can stay with your grandpa. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Guess what? Someone was watching in the distance. No, it was not all for one. It was. It wasn't one. It wasn't all for one. It was actually. It was Nezu. Don't worry, he wasn't recording. No. He saw these two clash with him having two katanas with armament hockey. And his long staff of armament hockey going down, and he noticed that those two were the ones to cause the whole earthquake appearing. Yeah. Pretty cool, wasn't it? He would mention the fight, and he would mention who he is. Once he gets like in the middle of the forest, Dizzy pops up and says, "Hello, Zor. Hello, Zuku." Zuku saying, "I don't want to hear that name. Call me Zor." Whatever. Dizzy was taken aback by that and saying, "Why don't you want to be called by your birthday?" Here, Zor said that because you already knew it. Dizzy noticing what he's talking about. Saying, I get it, but he said he wants to ask him something. Zor saying, what is it? Dizzy saying, who was that huge man that he was fighting? Was he a villain? Zor said, no, actually, he was my grandfather, that who adopted me. Yeah, he's my grandfather who adopted me, so he's pretty much my grandfather. In my opinion, he's my grandfather. And he said that he's the strongest in the world. It's just he doesn't want to be outside. He said he'd rather be inside than outside. Dizzy said, okay. And then he asked about the little girl. Yes, he was following them just to see where Zuko was going. Yeah. Zor saying, who? Eri? Oh, she's my daughter. Ninja taking a big back by this and saying, how old are you? Zuko's saying, just look at my files, you know how old I am. He said he doesn't want to be a student at UA because I don't want to. He said he just wants to be a teacher. Yeah. But now he's too curious. Because, number one, he said he doesn't want to be a student. He asks us how old he is. Hazuku's saying he's only 15, but he just looks like an adult. And he got that from his blood, which my grandfather's blood. She's saying, well, how do you have your grandfather's blood? Zuko already just said that he injected some blood in me because I accepted. 46 minutes and 44 seconds. That's actually cool. No, this is saying what, but still, why do you want to become a teacher? Well, whatever. He said, let's go. It's time to do some teacher work. And yeah, that's the end of this. This was too much of a drag for me. And yeah, later.